Speedway Sedans Live, proudly produced by Ash Media Speedway Footage. Brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia, Adam Holt Industries, Campton Graphics and Signage, Cool Drive Distribution, Jules Furniture and Removalists, EB Graphics, Highline Raceway and Team Apparel, Mental Racewear, Pro One Race Parts, Speedway Sedans Queensland and Speedway Sedans Western Australia.
The Octane Alley pace car has moved off track. The yellow lights are still on. They've gone off now. Tim Smith will transfer from the A to the C is the latest message. Stand by. 15 laps the journey. The C main is underway. Up the main straight. And the little Nissan ZX is on the outside of Martin Horson as they move into the top turn. Out of turn number 2, Jason Gray back there in third. Back then to Murphy in fourth place as Horson takes back the lead. They move out of turn number 3 and 4. Well, there's 4 of them locked together in mid-pack. So move down the main straight. Murphy and Gray locked together for third and fourth. Back then to Bunton in 5th place. 6th place is the 42 car of Shannon Blackburn. As they head down the back straight, the lead 2 cars split the scene. And at this stage, if it stays like this, they'll qualify because the 3rd place car of Jason Gray is already giving them almighty start. Martin Horson, the race leader. 2nd place is the 62 car of Tim Smith as they head up into turn 1 and 2. Back then to Gray in 3rd place. 4th is John Murphy, then Aaron Bunton, Shannon Blackburn. Paul Egan, the next car running as they move out of turn 3 and 4 to complete the next lap in the C main. 3 down and 12 to go. Our race leader going beautifully out in front. Martin Horson leads this one through as they head into the back straight. Chasing him hard is the 62 from Queensland in Tim Smith and the Nissan 300 ZX. So move back into the main straight. That gap is starting to close. Back in 3rd place, it's still that of Gray. And then Murphy, Egan, Bunton, Blackburn is next as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight they go yet again. Our race leader leads by about 3 car lengths as they move back into the main straight. Martin Horson leads them through. The C main going beautifully. C normally stands for crash at a national title, but not in this one. Alan Mortimer, the first to retire in 74. Down the back straight though, it's a race in 2. Jason Gray at this stage won't qualify. Into the main straight, Martin Horson leads. Smith in 2nd. Gray the closest to Smith. Back into Murphy in 4th. Bunton, then the 22 of Egan. Blackburn, and on the outside of Blackburn goes Jake Druitt in the 69 car. 1 car further back in the field has gone up in smoke. That's the 111. And that is Peter White. Down the main straight with 8 laps remaining. Martin Horson that time around an 18.295. Smith in 2nd, Jason Gray, then John Murphy. The battle is on for 5th place, which is Sir Bunton. 3 wide is Jake Druitt in the middle of that pack. Would be Shannon Blackburn and also Paul Egan. So move back into the main straight. Martin Horson has 7 laps remaining. 2nd place is 62 Smith. 3rd place is Murphy. 4th place would be Bunton. Oh, trouble further back. Jake Druitt's car, I think, might also be on fire. There's a fire underneath Jake Druitt's car in the 62. The yellow lights are on. In fact, the reds are on. There is a fire in the 69 and the fire crew are on their way. 7 laps to go. Jake Druitt is out of the car. He's had an awful weekend, but it is finished here in the main straight with the bonnet glowing red right in front of us and the red lights are on. Right in front of us in the C main. Horson to lead them into the main straight. Green lights are back on. Around the cone they go. Up into turn number 1. Horson leads in 2nd place. Oops, trouble. Yellows are on. And it's not going to end well for a couple of them. Ty Gelly missed the contact initially and then has been hit by the 6 of Graham Gerlach, I think. But one of the cars is stranded there in the middle of the back straight, or in the middle of turn 2, which I think is John Murphy. Or will Jason Gray and co behind them spoil the party? Back underway as Dylan Simpson goes mad with the green flag down here in the main straight. Our race leader is Martin Hawson, 62 of Smith in second place, Gray third, Bunton fourth, and Blackburn, Shannon Blackburn gets through into fifth place now. Paul Egan on his outside as they come out of 4, complete lap number 9, there's 6 to go. The lead 2 cars have split the scene again though. Hawson out in front, second place is that of Smith, back to Gray, Bunton, Blackburn. Rachel Pratt is up there in 5th place now, passing Blackburn. Back then behind them is Paul Egan. Into the main straight they come. Bunton 4th, Pratt 5th, Egan 6th, Blackburn back to 7th now. The battle is for 4th place as far as the race is concerned, but as far as the C main is concerned, the lead 2 cars are clear. Rachel Pratt had to put the foot into it to spin to the infield to avoid being absolutely pole drived by the cars behind her. The yellow lights have come on and we've got a stoppage. She's able to drive away. She was trying to get the car fired up. Still 10 cars on track. Green lights are back on. Around the cone they come. Our race leader is Martin Hawson. Jason Gray this time is looking underneath the Smith. We've finally got a battle for second place. The final transfer spot not over yet. They come out of turn 3 and 4. Jason Gray has picked up the pace and Tim Smith has to find another gear. So move down the main straight, 3 laps remaining. So Hawson is clear, Smith in second, and Gray is giving an almighty chase. Blackburn gets sideways further back and stops and props the John Murphy car as they now start to sort themselves out. 2 laps to go. Hawson, Smith, back then to Gray, Bunton next, then Egan, Blackburn, then Murphy. Gerlach goes underneath the Rachel Pratt, then the 31 car is Michael Hayden, the last car out there. Dylan Simpson goes to the white flag, 1 lap to go, the white lights are on. We're homeward bound in the C main. Martin Hawson leads, second place is Tim Smith. Back then to Jason Gray in third, 4th place is Bunton, then back to Paul Egan and Blackburn in 6th. But the 2 drivers who will qualify and advance to the B main are Martin Hawson and Tim Smith. Martin Hawson wins the C main, Tim Smith second. Back in 3rd place will be Jason Gray. Paul Egan on the inside of Bunton gets up for 4th. Back then in 6th is John Murphy, Shannon Blackburn, Graham Gerlach, Rachel Pratt and Michael Hayden.
No worries, I won't hold Marty Hawson up too long. He's come through and won the C main, ready to get ready for the B main. I'm just letting him take his helmet off. Marty, top drive from out the front. I know you've probably got a little bit of stuff that you want to, so I won't hold you up. I'm guessing that you probably need to thank a couple of people to get you up here.
Grant Bird, the engine last week. Lyndon Little from Little's Competitions. This is a lot of work. Thanks for giving me a say hello to Charlotte and Mandy in the crowd. Thanks very much.
No worries, Marty. I'll let you go. Get organised for that B main, mate.